And we are back. I'm your host, D Noseball. I'm here with my co-host Chris. Resign Mavs fan. That is crazy. You thought I wouldn't go see it. But we got a lot to talk about. Cavs and Celtics just went off. Darius Garland, not it, but we gonna get to that. Point guards went crazy the other day because Jalen Brunson, he had 40. Trey, game winner, 30 plus. Even K Cunningham, 30 and 14. But we also have Luka Doncic trade after the dust settles. I have a couple things I want to say.
Okay.
And Cade or Maxey, are they gonna be in play? Chris, what's up, bro?
It's been rough out here, man. It's been rough. It's been a rough few days for me, dude. I'm a big Mavs fan, so this was rough.
And the crazy thing is, Luka got me back into rooting for the Mavericks after them series with the Clippers and stuff like that. Just the dog, just he was just a dog,
Yes.
bro.
Oh,
But I got some things that might brighten you up, man. But we'll get to that. How's
yeah.
everything else otherwise?
It's all right. I guess pretty chill. We'll see.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cavs versus Celtics. Um, it's pretty much over. Uh, I did have some things to say about Darius Garland, and I don't think it's something missing with him, bro. I don't think he's good enough to be a number two option on a championship team. It I don't think they have enough offense, and they second option is just not good enough. I know you got some things to say, but I just don't think Darius Garland is good enough. And he shouldn't have been an all-star over Trey Young. I'm salty about that too. What's up?
So that's the main thing. That's what they you should have started off with that. I'm salty because Trey Young is not an All Star, and I'm blaming Darius Garland for it. You should have started there, and it ain't his fault. Darius Garland is a solid player. He's an all-star. He's been playing great this season so far. He's a facilitator. He's an offensive engine for this Cleveland Cavaliers team. He gets them organized, and he has them playing well. He's an all-star.
Darius Garland is the offensive engine for this team.
The facilitator. He's the maestro. He got the little Steve. He got a Steve Nash light in him. You know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No.
When a dude
He's
can give you,
Kyrie light.
okay, Kyrie light, but he's a better playmaker. Ooh.
Great value, Kyrie. Kyrie light sounds like he's close to Kyrie.
Yeah, yeah. I was
He
saying he can
great
give you
value.
21. He can give you 21 and 9 on efficiently on a good day, about
Mhm.
on average. But he's averaging like 21 and 7. But at his peak, can give you good 21 and 9 almost every night.
Do you even have any Darius Garland moments you remember ever?
You ain't finna give me like that, but I've seen him
He's mid. Why
go
you
for
just can't
30.
admit that he's
I've
mid?
seen him go for 40. I've seen him hit three, knock threes down, and show that he's still a guy in this league. I seen him go into battle after he started off slow. He did come back and he's tried to show up for Donovan Mitchell in some of them playoff series.
Tyrese Halliburton has had more moments than him, bro. I'm just keeping it a book. He's better than Tyrese Halliburton. Don't get it confused. I think he's
Don't
better than
start.
Halliburton.
Don't
But
start, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. When it comes to good point guards, Tyrese Hall, I'm not even Tyrese Hall, but Darius Garland is mid. When it comes to he's mid when it comes to good point guards, bro. I'm
You
sorry.
finna get flamed for saying Tyrese
He's
Halliburton.
mid. Literally,
Great.
no, he's not better than no. He's better than Tyrese Halliburton, but Tyrese Halliburton has impacted more winning than him. Darius Garland don't impact winning like that. He just went 8 for 20. He just left Donovan Mitchell hanging. Him and Evan Mobley just left Donovan Mitchell hanging, and that's why they not gonna win no championship. Like I ain't gonna stunt. I trade Jared Allen and Darius Garland after this year don't work because they go keep them, and this shit not gonna work. They gonna go out in like the second round. Even though I'm a big Donovan Mitchell fan, this shit just not gonna be enough, bro.
Garland is a young ascending player. This is what I'm not understanding. You're forgetting. He's
He's
a
not
two-time All-Star. In 6 seasons, he's already a two-time All-Star. Why you getting mad at him?
because his team is good. You put any other guard on this Cleveland Cavaliers team and they making the All-Star game too. De'Aaron Fox just averaging like 25 points and he ain't make the All-Star game. LaMelo averaging 28. Trey's averaging what he's averaging and fucking leading the league in assists. Darius Garland only made the All-Star game because his team is fucking good.
Because he's impacting the winning. I'm not sure how you act like he doesn't contribute to that winning.
Because every time I see them play a great team, they lose. And it's mainly because he's stinking it up.
Did he stink it
Like,
up the first game against OKC?
they lost. You're bringing up a game they lost.
OKC?
They lost. And then what happened in the game two?
They beat
Oh,
OKC.
no, they won. They won game one. I'm
Right.
tweaking.
Okay,
Duh,
they beat
I'm
OKC.
tripping.
They beat
Yeah.
OKC. Let me also say this while you're trying to dunk on Garland. This is a guy who's coming off of breaking his jaw, breaking his face, losing. He had an equilibrium. His world was spinning. He needed to get his confidence back. He needs to get his confidence back. He need to get in his groove again. He's finally starting to slowly get back there. He at his all-star level now. He about to start taking off.
And then what happened against the Celtics? Because it's not the first game this year that he looked stuck it up against the Celtics, bro. That's part of what I'm saying. Because the team to beat in the East,
okay,
are the Bucks and the Celtics. He's not gonna look good against them. He's too small.
When Donovan Mitchell had 9 points, were you running on here to come and dog on him?
Nope, because I actually seen him do stuff in the playoffs. Y'all talk all this shit about Donovan Mitchell, but nope. Time to go to it. Because every time y'all get to talking out, y'all, nope.
What you mean, y'all? Nobody share it all you want to. I'm telling you what's up.
Okay, Donovan Mitchell. Let's see what he does in the playoffs.
Man, I don't want to hear his skewed playoff stats.
Donovan, how are they skewed? He just came off. He just averaged 30 in the playoffs. Okay, so Donovan Mitchell for his career, 54 playoff games. He's averaging 28 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Okay.
How much winning he be doing in playoffs?
Oh my God. What team was he ever on that you thought should have been winning? Y'all don't never do that.
Utah Jazz. We done been through this. Don't act like
no.
Utah Jazz
Come on. You
winning.
never thought the Utah Jazz was gonna do anything.
They lost to the Mavericks with Luka out. Don't start.
Oh, nah, yeah, that was bad. And losing to the Knicks their first time with Cleveland. But whatever. Okay, so Darius Garland. Darius Garland is just fucking mid.
Lights too bright looking.
17 points.
Didn't I just tell you last season he broke his face? Last season he broke his face. His jaw was in splendor.
And he still found a way to play 12 playoff games and average 16 points. So I feel so bad for him. I'm sorry. He's a playoff dropper, bro. He's only played 17 games, so we still got to give him time. But I just think he's too small. It's like he's not like he don't make up for nothing. He just don't make up for nothing. Just like Trae Young, he's small, but he makes up for it with clutch shot making and great playmaking. Who's another guy? Like, who's another point guard that makes up? Like Donovan Mitchell or Jalen Brunson, they make up for their size with their strength. Like, and Donovan Mitchell athleticism, Jalen Brunson, his craft. It's Darius Garland don't make up for him being so small, bro. And he's just too small, dog. It's okay.
So his quickness with the ball don't matter. His getting guys and facilitating, getting guys shot don't matter. Getting downhill, and he could be a little bit better finisher, but still doing so, putting pressure on the rim. Him also being a decent, great 3-point shooter as well. That doesn't help to be playing off of. He can be on or off the ball. You don't think that's important?
It's cool, but it's like it's just levels, bro. You think he's good enough to be a second option on a championship team? Do you ever see a Jamal Murray type of run in him? Like, you could say he's better than Jamal Murray, but we all kind of knew Jamal Murray. We know he's capable of what he did before they won the championship. We knew he could kind of do that. I don't feel that way about Garland. I don't feel like he can be like I don't feel like he can be a Robin in a championship run. And that's just my whole Cleveland thing. I just don't trust him. And he's one of the main pieces I don't trust.
Why is he supposed to be the second guy? Why isn't Evan Mobley or Jared Allen supposed to be those guys? The combination of them can be a second guy for you.
They're two-way players. He's a one-way player that's not good enough one way.
Man,
Evan Mobley. So you could
one way he's decent enough. He ain't He ain't just horrid.
See what you're saying. I called him mid. You're calling him decent enough. We're saying the same thing. You see what I'm saying? Like Evan Mobley is an elite two-way big. He's not the greatest offensively, but you could say he's a top 5 defensive big in the league. Jared Allen, one of the top 5 rebounders, one of the top 5 shot blockers. Like you could say those things. Yes, they're not the greatest offensively, but they supplement it with other things all around games. Same thing we were just talking about with Tatum. Darius Garland, outside of offense, he don't supplement anything. So he has to be great consistently on offense. He just went 8 for 20. That means you damn near was useless, bro. Yeah, he looked like he done hit some big shots down the stretch, but it was too late. I'm just saying, man. Just Darius Garland just ain't.
Well, he dropped 39. He dropped 39 on a Min Thompson in the Houston Rockets. You wasn't clamoring on here to call him.
Niggas ain't contenders for real either.
All right. So he got so only way for I can come in and say I told you so. He do this on Boston or the Knicks or something.
In the regular season, yeah, or do it something in the playoffs. Like we haven't seen him do nothing in the regular season games that matter because you know every regular season game don't count the same, and we ain't seen him do this in the playoffs. So one of those two, you got to do one of them two things before I can give you some credit. You ain't did it. I think that's fair.
All right.
He's cool. But for people to think he's not mid as one of the mid good guards, he's mid as a good guard. I'm not saying he's garbage, but I'm comparing him to the good guards. He's mid compared to them.
I'd love to have him on my team.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Cleveland would take Kyrie. I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay. They probably would, but whatever, man. I'll just say Darius Garland gonna prove you wrong. And I don't want if Darren Garland is the reason why they winning. I don't want you to come up here running up and say it was a Donovan Mitchell. Don't let Donovan Mitchell sell because I'll be right here on your head.
This is my thing. Okay, then we can move on. This is my thing. I haven't seen Darius Garland in these big games. You did say the OKC game. I'll give you that one. But in most of these big games, regular season or playoffs, Darius Garland is not that good. He has to continuously be elite on offense because it's all he brings to the game. With his playmaking, scoring, shooting, he has to be elite pretty much damn near at all times. He's not. And that's why they go lose, man. I'm just saying. Okay.
All right, we'll see.
Okay, because I did want to talk about the Suns because it's gonna bleed in because I'm pretty sure you got some more information than me. Suns, they lost back-to-back to the Portland Trailblazers, bro. And Bill been talking about he's not he comfortable enough and he probably not gonna waive that trade clause. And I don't know. You know how I've been feeling about Devin Booker. He has been playing better lately. But another guy I don't trust. Even though I have seen him do stuff in the playoffs, it just kind of fell off to me. What you think going on with the Suns, man? I know you had some more news than I did. I didn't see it.
But Devin Booker, you don't see Devin Booker. He he the all-time franchise leader in scoring for them.
What the hell has they franchise had?
I know this. I'm sorry. I used to know
they this. They had Barkley, Nash, Kevin Johnson,
yeah.
Amari Stoudemire,
man,
Steve,
man, whatever. Okay, I guess it wasn't gonna be that hard.
Because my thing is, yeah, I mean that's still.
It's still an accomplishment. I'm not trying to belittle or nothing, but yeah. They didn't have no Magics. They didn't have no Kareem, no Dirks, no Kobe's, no nothing like that. Brook Lopez is a franchise leader in scoring, I think.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, which is crazy.
So it's like, man, nah. Devin Booker took a lot of shots too.
Yeah.
So it's like he's not. Oh no, that's games. I'm a fucking idiot.
Points on your right.
Does it just where?
On your right. Oh, it's my right, probably your left.
I just seen it, bro. There ain't no way I'm this slow, bro.
All right, go down. Look over there where it said 3-pointer and keep going down.
Bro, am I this slow? Oh, I see it.
Yeah, there you are.
You said that is
My,
that's my right. Yeah. So Devin Booker, Walk. Who the hell is Walker Davis? Nah, this list ain't valid, bro. Who the hell is Walker Davis and Alvin Adams?
you finna get some Suns fans finna come flame you.
Bro, no, come on, bro. This dude shot 27% for his career, man. I don't care what they
Yeah,
say.
Hall of Famer. You talking about who this?
Man, who the hell? You ain't heard no damn Walker Davis. Stop it. Let me see. What else he doing? No offense to y'all Walter Davis fans. Man, well, I guess they made a run, 83, 84. But other than that, they look like,
Mm-hmm.
perennial second round exit, man. At best. Okay. So Walter Davis was number one at first, and now it's Devin Booker. Who the fuck is Alvin Adams?
The Oklahoma kid. You don't know him?
You just read that.
I did.
Or did you know? Oh,
No.
okay, come and say, come on, bro. I know I can't be that. Okay. Nah, Chris, we
Yeah.
just gotta keep it a book. He dudes
All
is
right.
mid, man.
He was always gonna get that.
Okay.
As long as he never got traded, he was always gonna get that.
Yeah, these dudes is mid, bro. Kevin, like if Kevin Johnson, Sean Marion, Amari, Steve Nash played more time, they
Yeah.
whole careers basically. But it's cool for Devin Booker, bro. I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what do you think going on with KD?
So I think the Suns just trying to get Jimmy Butler, but it looking like they're not gonna get him because Bradley Beal doesn't want to go, and they can't get him to waive his costs. So the next best thing is to get some more assets and turn around your rebuild or franchise, whatever. Trade KD, get whatever you can for him. There's teams that want him. The Mavericks seem to be wanting to pair him up with Anthony Davis and Kyrie, and that's their dream trio. Houston Rockets, obviously, we don't know if they're going to make a move at the deadline, but eventually I'm sure they would want either Kevin Durant or Devin Booker. Unless it's other teams like that want him too. So it just depends on who could get him. See OKC in the mix. I know the Warriors trying to get a star. It just depends on what you have to give up to get him. Obviously, but he's on a big contract, so.
Okay. I kind of want to. The Warriors. We've been there, done that. I really could care less. That's the least interesting. OKC's they're just not gonna do it. I don't think.
Nah.
Mavericks and Rockets are the most interesting to me, in my opinion. I would love to see him in Dallas. I would also wouldn't mind to see him in Houston and not rooting for Dallas. But
Mm-hmm.
I would say this: in Houston, if it was you, would you rather right now for this run for this current young group? Would you rather have Devin Booker or Kevin Durant? That's my question to you about that.
Devin Booker, so we can keep it going forward. I mean, we don't need a ton. We just need a little bit more scoring. I got some guys who can defend well. I got Shingun. He can do be my big that facilitates as well and put the ball in the basket and go to him as well. And then I'm Min Thompson, who is ascending to a great young player for them. So you just get a nice little score in Devin Booker, who you can go to in the clutch moments. You can rely on him to get a good 25 points for you. Then that's all we really need.
You would think Devin Booker would be more expensive than KD, like the
Yeah,
trade package?
yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely
Would
would
it be
be.
worth it in that perspective? Like if it was just like Kevin Durant less of a trade package or Devin Booker more of a trade package? Like would you still think of it the same?
Mm. I mean, ideally, I just still would probably want Devin Booker, but yeah, in terms of giving up whatever, like if I had to give a little bit and I can just get Kevin Durant in there and then we can go on a run real quick for the next whatever 2 years or so. I don't know how much he got left in the tank, but he's looking good, so may got a while. Like if I could get
Stop
Kevin Durant,
capping. You just like Kevin Durant hater. He's way better than Devin Booker right now. I've been waiting to cook you on this. I would rather have KD for Houston right now because it's the luxury of young talent that can do everything. Like in terms of intangibles, Houston only need Kevin Durant's skill set, a professional scorer.
so what
Like
is
if
that?
you Devin Booker, he athletic limitations. I think he's more of a volume scorer. Kevin Durant's better off the ball, on the ball. Like he's a better offensive weapon than Devin Booker. If I just need, they only just need an offensive weapon. You got a Mid Thompson for the intangibles and defense. You got Tyreek Easton intangibles defense. If you keep Jabari, same thing. Alperen Sengun is like that low post threat. And then I don't know if you've been paying attention or not. Kevin Durant has been more well-rounded as a complete basketball player than I've ever seen him. Defense, rebounding, block shots, all that. I feel like he's a perfect fit. Devin Booker, it looks good just because he's younger, bro. Let's just keep
Yeah,
it bug.
he can
You don't
still
need
score.
that.
He can
I can
he can
get
still
2 years
score
out.
well. I need a scorer. I need a scorer. Devin Booker can score.
Kevin Durant can score better, and he won't clog up your future. We can get him in here, make a title run once or twice, and then whoever else is here, y'all gonna have to step up, or we can sign somebody else in free agency. We literally could turn this window into a championship window, and we won't have to be tied into the Devin Booker who go want to act like it's his team. Gotta think about that too. That's all I'm saying.
I guess. I mean,
I see why you would want Devin Booker because you a hater, but
I ain't no hater. I can have you have him for a longer period of time. You more stable, more cracks at it.
but I'm saying, do you really need that? If I got all these young dudes and we just want to see what they can do right now, I'm only trading for Kevin Durant because, first of all, we just said it. Like, you could get him for like, what would that package be? Let's say a couple young pieces that hardly won't play anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple picks just because he's older and they'll just probably try to get off of. Instead, Booker, you probably gonna have to give up a real guy that's in the rotation. They gonna want a real guy because they gonna have Devin Booker's trade value way more than what it should be. So you got to get a real guy and real draft assets. I feel like the package will, everything included. I think Kevin Durant will be cheaper, and he's just a better short term option, and he won't clog up the long term. That's all.
That's a fair point. That is a fair point. But I just would go with Devin Booker because you get you a guy who can score. You got him for longer and more opportunities for him to go and be competing for a championship. I think he's been tested as well. Like I don't know. I just like what Devin Booker could bring to the situation longer term and for more opportunities to afford a championship. After a
I
while,
feel
Kevin
you.
Durant gonna slow down.
Yeah, and by that time, I've been ready for him to go anyway because he's not my guy. Like Devin Booker, he's not my guy. He's the Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah,
Like I'm just bringing these dudes in to help me. But I mean,
yeah.
I can feel that. I can feel that.
No, I get your point with Kevin Durant too. Like it makes sense. Whatever way you go, you can't go wrong in my opinion with that.
Maverick side of things, because I think I've seen the trade. I think the trade would have to be PJ Gafford. I already blinked hard, but it would have to be like PJ Gafford, Najee Marshall, and like 2 firsts for Kevin Durant. You still get to keep Caleb Martin. You would still have Derek Live, but see, I don't know. I don't know. What's your thoughts on the Maverick side of this?
I don't want Kevin Durant over here. Like I want Kevin Durant over here, but we don't have the right pieces to get him, or we'd have to give up the pieces I don't want to give up in order to get him. I would want to keep PJ. I'd want to keep Gafford almost at all costs.
Yeah,
So that's just how I feel about it. I don't want to lose them, and essentially, you'd have to be giving both of them away, or figure out a way to get rid of Clay or something like that. Like I just don't think it's really possible to get Kevin Durant without gutting a bunch of the Mavericks depth and team. So
I
I
feel
don't want
you. Before I move on, I do want to ask you a couple more things, but the Mavericks better be focusing. Have you ever played 2K where in the off season you can focus on that one player that you try to get more potential out of?
Mm-hmm,
They better
mm-hmm.
be doing that shit to Jaden Hardy, bro, because the future looking very bleak at guard right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I would say this. Okay, if you the Suns, what are you doing? What direction are you going in? Y'all just lost back to back to the Blazers, bro. I'm just saying.
Dominating, looking going crazy out there.
The first game, the second game, you look like y'all lost.
Yeah. Oh man. See, I don't know what this little infatuation with Jimmy Butler is, but I just don't understand it. I don't understand why he's so infatuated with the Suns to where he telling other packages no. Like that's the only place I want to go. Like I think they need to quit worrying about Jimmy Butler. I think they should have just focused on their team and their the players they had in their building right then and there and figured it out because they didn't really need that much else. If Nurkic became a locker room problem or whatever, move him and get something else, and then and move off him and move on from that and figure things out with the guys you have in house because technically y'all do have the talent to figure it to do well and compete. It's just because y'all haven't been able to make it work. Y'all haven't been able to gel. So that's partially on y'all.
And Bradley Beal hasn't been the problem. He's actually been pretty good. Like he's a third guy now. So when he's giving you 17 or 18 points on solid efficiency, that's just what that is, bro. Even even against the Blazers, he had like 20 something points coming off the bench. I don't know what more you want. I think Kevin Durant, and this is probably where I do feel the Kevin Durant criticism. Where and even Devin Booker needs most of the criticism because you're supposed to be the star that's in his prime. Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant are on the decline, but I feel like they're just afraid to admit that they're not good enough right now. As a first and second option, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker is not good enough.
The thing is, I agree with you on this aspect. Like they didn't need Bradley Beal. They should never got him. But they got him, and so now you got to figure it out. If Devin Booker, like you said, Devin Booker is really supposed to be the one. Kevin Durant's supposed to be the two, but now he's playing like the one, and of course that's not a bad one to have. Like Kevin Durant is great; he's been playing great. I'm not gonna hate on him too much now. But the fact that Devin Booker hasn't necessarily been taking that jump, been that next level, guy for them, and really been that franchise leader. Like when you compare him to some of the other, why isn't he talked about like SGA? Why isn't he talked about like Luka? Why isn't he those type of conversations?
That's the thing. He's supposed if Kevin Durant was doing what he's doing right now, Devin Booker is still supposed to be the guy getting 32. Like, yeah, Kevin Durant, he getting 26 a game, whatever. But Devin Booker, you're still supposed to be getting 30. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be still like Kevin Durant is playing like a number one for most teams. But you are still supposed to be doing better than that. That's basically what we get to.
Yeah. So I don't have a problem with putting more blame on Booker when this is his team. It's supposed to be his team. And if you just letting Kevin Durant come to your team at 30, whatever, 35, 36 years old, and just letting him be the guy, that's on you. And you guys couldn't figure it out.
I don't think Bradley Beal's a bad third option.
No,
I really don't.
I don't think he's a bad third option. I think the fact that they got him and he has a huge contract, he's a no trade clause. You're betting on the fact that it's gonna work. And it didn't work. So what I think they could have done, they could have had more guys around Devin Booker. They could have had more guys around Kevin Durant,
What
and
more
y'all
do you
figured it out.
want?
I don't
Grayson
know.
Allen is good. Royce O'Neal is good. They rookie Ron Dunn is good.
Yeah.
Like Nick Richards and Mason Plumlee, they all right. Like this, if
they get the job done. Yeah.
it should get the job done, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Look what Luka got to the finals with. I got a good number two option. I got some centers that can catch some lobs. Couple of niggas that can hit some threes, man. When you are supposed to be a top guy, you shouldn't need that damn much. Jokic was getting to the playoffs with fucking Monty Morris and Will Barton. Monty Morris is on this team getting DMP'd, and Will Barton is not in the league. Monte Morris was starting with Denver when Jokic was in the playoffs. So it's like if you are who you say you are, you gonna have to make it work. This team isn't bad to the point where it's like, oh, this is a glaring hole. They don't have no glaring holes to where it's like this shouldn't work. Y'all looking for a scapegoat, and y'all looking for somebody to come and save you in Jimmy Butler, and that shit. We shouldn't let that fly as basketball fans. I'm just saying.
And you want to know, why they over here scrambling to make, they doing all this scrambling to make moves that nobody thinks is going to take them to that next level because there's no move that can make them that much better. They can only make marginal moves to get better. So what does that tell you? The guys on your roster just have to play better.
It's you. yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Yeah,
we agree on that. Okay. Let's rip the band-aid off. It's been a couple days. Luka Doncic, the trade, the dust has settled. I kind of wanted to say this because I've heard a couple things about it, and people saying like this is a good basketball move, and in terms of team and all around basketball wise, he could work with AD. AD ain't no. I don't think people understand it. It ain't about that, bro. Because with Dirk, we got to see the whole story, start to finish. We got to see, oh man, he flamed out in the playoffs. He got an MVP after losing the first round to a team that was really kind of ass. So we got to see the ups and downs. We got to see him conquer LeBron and D Wade after they made fun of him in the finals. Like after people said Dirk was too soft. Like we got to see the rise. We got to see the fall. We got to see the get back up. And for us to have him the whole time, and then Luka, the heir apparent, actually played with Dirk.
Yeah, that's
like like the baton got handed off to the next top 5 player in the world. So it's
yeah,
like we want to see Luka's storyline unfold, good or bad, whether he wins a championship or not. We want to be there for the ride, the journey, because we done been it. We our whole lives. We had it with our previous star. So it's not
yes.
about the championship. You get a championship with AD. The city ain't gonna give a damn. That's basically what. Yeah, we go. If it's cool, we not gonna care though. What's your thoughts?
No, yeah, I basically agree with you. You look online, there's so many Mavericks fans, Maverick accounts, organizations, all that stuff, writing paragraphs about how they've been hurt and just betrayed and how they renouncing their fandom or they, taking a break or whatever. Like it's hurt a lot of people. And so they do win a championship this year. It's like cool, but it's not the same, It's still gonna feel like it's gonna be quite bittersweet if the Mavericks win the championship. And I personally don't think they'll win the championship this year. And so if they don't win the championship this year and they have a whole new reset and next season is anybody's game, like who knows if they'll ever win one? That's how I feel about it. You sure they'll be good, they have a chance, but you just don't know. So why trade away a guy like you laid out, who's next heir apparent to Dirk, top 5 player, superstar in all aspects, internationally on the court as well? Like, why trade that for a chance in the short 2-3 window to win a championship on the backs of Kyrie Irving at 32 years old and Anthony Davis at 31 years old? Like, that's what we want to do?
Yeah, and I think it's because, man, Luka, whether we like, he did have his problems, bro. I complained about Luka a lot
You did, yeah,
this past few months, but it's like I always knew that as long as he's here, we have a chance every year for the next 10 years.
exactly.
And it's like, my thing is, man, when you got a player like that, when every year could be your year, or it's like you always feel like you got the best player on the court, like
Mm-hmm.
it just makes the ride more fun. And then like our teams were just, we penciled in to make it to the finals. We penciled in. Everything's a fight.
Yeah,
Everything is earned. Everything is edge of our seat drama.
yeah,
I just think that's underrated when it comes to basketball and when it comes to fandom, bro. Like I want to see how this go play out with our guy, homegrown. We had him, and it's just
exactly.
like all this pay to win. We not the Lakers, man. We is a smaller franchise. We have one championship, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like we want to watch our guy play. That's basically what it is.
Yeah. And so this is another point that I want to get into. And maybe this is Mavs fandom in me, but I really think Luka is that guy. I think Luka is a guy where if you just give him pieces around him, you see what he can do. Look at the team that made to the Western Conference Finals. Go and look at those highlights. Look who's playing in the Western Conference Finals in 2022. You have Dwight Powell. You have Reggie Bullock out there starting. Like, come on now. We had Jalen Brunson before. He was a great player, but this is before he's taken this leap he's done in New York. The guys that Luka carried to the Western Conference Finals, that doesn't happen. But if you just give him some guys that can hit shots, that can defend a little bit, that can roll to the basket and catch lobs, look what he can do. He can win you games you're not supposed to. He can win you series he's not supposed to. You gave this man to the Lakers to play with LeBron James, who is another guy who can just win series based off of who he is and what he does on a basketball court if you give him some guys around him. I don't think everybody's saying the Lakers, they got a little worse. They got a little worse, but I still think come playoff time, it's going to be hard to beat them.
Man, I say, dog. I don't know if I'm crazy. I think Lakers have a chance to win a fucking championship. If you say, dog, My thing is, man, because you got Dorian Finney-Smith to play defense. You have who's the other guy? Vanderbilt to play
Vanderbilt.
defense.
Rui's
Jackson
still there.
Hayes, bro. Watch the Jackson Hayes lives. Yeah, he
Oh my God,
sucked,
yeah,
but watch
yeah,
these lives because he's super athletic, bro. He
exactly.
can roll. So it's like the team ain't gonna be perfect, but you have two of the top 10 playmakers to ever walk the earth.
Yeah,
So they're gonna make everybody better. Austin Reeves, if LeBron is your two and Luka is your one, Austin Reeves is a solid as hell three. I'm just saying,
he
who
can
can
clearly
also
get
play with
buckets. Yeah,
like it might be an offensive team, but if I got an offensive team, Luka and LeBron is a hell of a start. I'm just saying they got a
yeah.
puncher's chance, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm with
That's
you.
what I'm saying. They have a puncher's chance. You gave the Lakers a puncher's chance now with two guys that can win series all like that. Like that's how I feel about it. Like there, when you have a chance like that, and the matchup is close. Now if the matchup is lopsided. That's a different story. But the matchup is close.
Yeah.
If the Lakers team is just a little bit worse than the team they're playing in the playoffs, I'm still gonna roll with Luka and LeBron.
Cause I ain't gonna stop. I think the 4-5 right now is Denver and Lakers. I mean, they can beat Denver, bro. No offense. I wouldn't. Cause my thing is, you got two. Like they got Jokic, and Jokic gonna be hell. He's gonna average probably 40, 10, and 10 against them. They ain't got no big defense. But Luka against them, he can average 30. LeBron can average 25. Reeves can average 20. And that should be good enough. Like it's a world where they could beat them, the Clippers, or whoever's in that 4 seed if they stay 5. But I don't know. Okay, I did want to say this because Nico Harrison. It's like let's just keep it a buck. He done made some great moves. You done championed him plenty of times on
Yeah,
this platform
I have.
throughout like the last couple years. Do you think he ended up getting main character syndrome, bro? Because this is not just a basketball move. This was kind of like to me, just based on everything I heard. I don't really like Luka. Like he didn't seem like they jobbed and he was cool, or like didn't like him type situation. And I'm just asking, do you think he's been drinking some of his own Kool-Aid? Do you think he feel like he's the guy? Because this is a move to where he said he didn't tell Jason Kidd, wasn't really telling nobody. This was just all him. And I don't
It,
like stuff like that.
it's a solo mission. He told the owner, and that was it. He told the owner he got the permission. He said they laughed at him. He said that press conference after the trade was nasty. Come on now, Nico. Come on, bro.
He started off laughing, but keep
He
going.
started off laughing and joking, like meet your fans where they at. Clearly, this is a crazy big move, and meet them where they at. But you want to come in here cracking jokes and talking about, oh, the owners laughed when I brought it up. Oh, Rob Pelinka couldn't believe it when we was out getting coffee and making this move. Like, obviously, he didn't tell nobody. He didn't want nobody to know that Luka Doncic was available. What are you talking
He
about?
did. He act like he was just
So
like anybody else wouldn't have kept the secret. But keep going.
yeah, like in that aspect, like Nico possibly got the big head. There's like he's I guess a big culture guy. And he wants to create the culture that he wants. He wants the guys that he wants in there. A lot of he has a lot of connections from his job at Nike. And I guess he didn't clash well with Luka, and he didn't. I guess Luka didn't necessarily fit his culture. But there's times where you just say he didn't fit my culture, but he out there putting the ball in the bucket, so I can let that slide a little bit. I don't think it ever got to the point. I'm not there, obviously, but I don't think it was ever to the point where he was such a bad culture fit that you trade a 5-time All NBA first team guy that's 25 years old. I don't think it ever got that bad.
And I think that's where the disconnect is. Because I've seen a lot of people online saying, "Oh, Luka, he come in out of shape. Oh, Luka don't want to play no defense. Oh, Luka, he has a bad attitude towards refs." And it's like, first of all, I agree. I've criticized him for all of those things, but at the end of the day, he's a top two. And when it comes to like age, production, and potential, like
Mm-hmm.
it's Wemby and him. And I would put him over Wemby. I'm not on that Kool-Aid type situation. I feel like he is the best when it comes to like the age that meets the production, that meets the potential at all three categories. He's number one to me.
Mm.
And there's nobody in life that's gonna be perfect. Like from your family members, spouse, or whatever. Everybody gonna have their flaws. Luka had flaws. Like what I'm saying, they play defense. We just came from the finals, bro. And the dude
Yeah.
is just now gonna be 26 this month. So you got to take the good with the bad. It
Yeah.
that's a terrible excuse for me to why you get rid of a top two talent in the world. So
Yeah,
coming off
I agree. Like it just feels like this very not I don't know if it calculated, but like he's been putting guys out that Luka gels with a lot. He didn't like that Luka had
I
his
heard
own
about that.
guys, all that stuff. Like,
Mhm.
and then like it's just like when you kind of try to isolate Luka, maybe try to force him to ask out, but they went on this great run, so of course he's not going to ask out. He's not going to ask out when he
Yeah,
needs to get a super max. Like, be for real. If that was your
and,
goal, that just wasn't smart.
and then it was just like they just did him so dirty, bro. For everything
Mhm.
they like, bro. Luca, he seemed like that type of dude to where he's himself, and that's just how he come, how he present himself. He don't try to be perfect, just like in his press conference today. He making fun of
Mhm.
JJ Reddick. He's
Yeah,
he like Luca just seemed like he's just his own person, and yeah, he could be a bit much, but he's one of the greatest players in the world, and he has been since he was a kid.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, he shows up and he does his job. I feel like Nico Harrison got personal, didn't like him, and was looking for reasons to get him out of here because how Luka handled the post trade after getting traded at nighttime, no
mhm,
heads getting treated like a goofy, basically. How
yeah,
he handled it versus how Nico handled it, talking about culture, conditioning, all that for a guy who led you in every statistical category on your finals
mhm,
run. I just the way that they both handled it, like Luca clearly as a youngster, he handled it way better than Nico, and that's telling. I feel like Nico got main character syndrome, and you know he felt
yeah,
like he was tone deaf with the fans because some
yeah.
people was like, "Man, fuck them championships, we fuck with Luca," like, and we wanted to see if he would get it. Like, it's just crazy. It's just
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, yeah, and I'm not gonna keep on giving talking about this all the time, but like in that regard, yeah, Nico went on a solo mission and decided this is just what he was gonna do. If it was so about the $350 million super max or whatever that Luca was gonna get, one of the first players to get this giant contract, and it was about that, and you're nitpicking that he doesn't deserve it, I think that's a little crazy. If the owners are being so, if you present this in a, hey, we don't gotta pay Luca this.
owners. Did you hear about the conspiracy theory about the owners?
Yeah, I did hear about that. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't. I think it's a bit much, but I mean, it's an interesting theory for sure. If you want to lay it out, or
Because I really didn't get too much into it, but it was
Mhm.
kind of like they kind of want to relocate, and so they
Yeah,
want as few fans as possible to give a damn about the Mavericks and relocation. Low key, it
yeah,
makes sense. And uh, I don't know. I think if that's not a conspiracy theory, I could also hear Adam Silver making that call and be like, man, ratings suffering. We need somebody in LA.
yeah.
Like I'm a big conspiracy guy. Just like when Derrick Rose went to Chicago and he's from Chicago, LeBron's
LeBron.
from
Yeah.
Akron. He went to Cleveland. Victor
Mhm.
Wembanyama, French. The connection with Tony Parker. He went to like stuff be lining up too perfectly. Patrick Ewing on the Knicks. Like I
Uh-huh.
always thought the NBA was a little shady. So it's either that or that. I don't think it wasn't a good trade. And can't nobody convince me otherwise. But I
No.
did okay. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I just want to say, like, this trade legitimately will only be good for the Mavericks if Luca's knee is falling off the bone in the next 2-3 years, and he can't do nothing.
Yeah. Like
That's it.
now if he but see,
Or
I think on the other side of this, because like I do hear because I heard that there too. Like if his health don't hold up, this could be good for the Mavericks because he will. But this is my thing. Once he got traded, once he bro looking on his face from the Lakers, bro, this gonna be a whole new dude, bro. He's too
oh yeah.
competitive. Like whatever you were scared of, you fixed by trading him. Like when
Mhm.
it comes to the physical aspect of things, he's going to fix it most definitely now. So that's no longer the conditioning, all that drinking, but that's no longer gonna be a problem. If it is, then maybe you made the right decision. But
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, Hope. Do you think because Texas is breeding stars right now? You got Cade, you got Tyrese Maxey, and then you got a couple other guys. Do you think the Mavericks could ever be in play for homegrown talent like Cade or Maxey? And if so, who would you prefer?
Boy, man, I was just hoping and praying that Maxey fell to us in that draft. and Sixers came up there and got him, so we had to get Josh Green. But I was literally watching that draft with my, I said we about to get Maxey like that, man. So I'm a huge Maxey fan. I really like Maxey. South Garland dude, like dude is a dog. Like he just played the Mavericks today, and he looked well. He's a great shooter, facilitator for the Sixers. Like, and he fits well off of Joel Embiid. And this is right after them losing his Joel Embiid partner. Maxey just steps up and said, "Hey, don't worry about it. I'm your dude, and we can be a duo. We can be a duo." So I really like Maxey. Cade, hey, Cade, that dude, he's showing something, man. Duncanville, my bad, not Duncanville, but from
Arlington.
Arlington, he's showing something, man. Like he done really grown up. He's a huge presence as far as being in Detroit. He's a bigger body. That's what I like about Cade. He's just bigger. He's
Bro,
just bigger.
I seen Cade. Speaking of big, bro, I seen him make some Giannis moves. Bro, Dyson
Mhm.
Daniels was guarding him the other day. Bro, he just was putting his shoulder in him and just was like, I said, bro, that's a new level of Cade's game. That it's like, okay, he can play actual bully ball and he's leaning into
Mhm.
that. But keep going, my bad.
No, yeah, like I said, that's what I like about Cade. That it's just that he's a bigger body, he's bigger, and he can still, as far as playmaking goes, I like Cade a lot more playmaking wise. Not that Maxey can't do it, and not that he's not good at it. I just like what Cade can do as far as playmaking, with a bigger frame, being able to put a pass over top, drive harder into the lane, and kick it out to guys, or make smart passes underneath to dunker spot. Like I like what Cade can do. Personally, I'm gonna still go with Maxey, but I would not be mad if either one of them came to the Mavericks.
Um, I ain't gonna lie. I think Maxie is because the one thing he got strength,
Mm-hmm.
athleticism, and he got cojones. Like in terms of like, I feel like we seen him in the bro. He look damn good in the playoffs last year.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to still see what Cade is going through. I think where Cade do got the size and the frame, but Maxie has athleticism. He has strength as well, and he's a better shooter. So those are three boxes. I think Cade is a better all around player, like better defender, better rebounder. It's a toss up. Me personally, I like Maxie more, but building around, I might have to go Cade.
Yeah.
Cause bro, this thing got Tim Hardaway and Malik Beasley, bro. Like, man, I'm saying, hey, they looking all right. His supporting cast is still not that much better than Maxie's without Embiid.
Indeed. Yeah.
Like, man, it's pretty comparable. So, I mean, I think Cade is a more ceiling raiser, and he's damn near he's like a great value Luka type of
Yeah.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
Very great value. Very great value.
Very, very great value. That's who he was comped. Some people trying to comp Luka after him.
I thought it was
Coming out.
crazy to this year.
Yeah, it's finally looking a little better.
So you took Maxie, I'm taking Cade, but either one, I hope we. But see, why would they wouldn't want to come here? They wouldn't want to come here now.
See,
They
I
was
think
like,
that's
bro,
the problem
hell
with this.
no.
There's a problem with this move too. It really isolates. You've seen the reactions from everybody in the league. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Luka got traded. You talking about Luka Garza? Like all these stars could not believe what you did to Luka. The way and then the way it happened, you traded him in the midnight hour. He was almost about to go to sleep or whatever. You don't even let him know no decency, no respect or whatever to tell him in person or nothing like that. You just get rid of him. I think that's crazy. And I think that's going to say a lot about how a lot of the other NBA players view the Mavericks as an organization as long as Nico is there.
Yeah, I 100% agree. That was not a good look, bro. Treating your superstar like that.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. I feel like more than a trade, how you handled the trade.
Yeah.
Like post trade too. Like everything just been bad, bro. And the crazy thing is, that's why I think it's personal because Nico Harrison's a good damn GM. That's why I
Yeah.
think I just think it just got too personal, bro. And I just felt like this was good unpacking. We done unpacked it. We done let the dust settle. We handled it
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, bro, you got to kind of look at things from all sides because I mean, we are human. I think Nico just got personal, bro. And it was a
Mm-hmm.
bad trade. I don't care what nobody say. No.
Yeah.
Anybody saying anything other than it's a bad trade is cap. bad trade, but I just think Nico got main character syndrome for a month or two. Palinka finessed him, and he just didn't like Luka. Things happen.
Yeah.
But okay, moving on, because we do have other trades. I like how we wrapped that.
Yeah.
Uh De'Aaron Fox finally went to San Antonio. We talked about it a little bit earlier. He's gonna make his debut tomorrow against the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
Uh we're just how do you feel about the De'Aaron Fox trade? Because I think we covered it a little bit on our live, but just now that the dust is settled, how are you feeling?
So I got a little hotter take. I think it's okay. I don't really think. I mean, I don't think it makes Spurs contenders. I don't think. I mean, I think there's still more work to be done. Like, I think it's okay. Obviously, you finally pair Wemby up with somebody, but I mean, in the class of player De'Aaron Fox is,
Mm-hmm.
how much is this really elevating? Like, this is not. See, the thing is this. Look,
Mm-hmm.
you have Jokic, you have Murray. That's a
Mm-hmm.
great 1-2 punch duo, and they won a
Mm-hmm.
championship. I don't think Wemby is good enough, at least right now, or even in the next 3-4 years,
Mm-hmm.
with Fox to be able to replicate that kind of success like Jokic and Murray did.
You hit it on the head. Wemby, all time talent, I can recognize that. And I know people probably think I shit on Wemby or whatever. But it's because offensively, as a number one option on a championship team, people gotta understand it's in the 80 years of NBA basketball, there's probably been like how many? Like 15, 20 legit number one guys on championship team. So to that's a high bar. Wemby's nowhere near that, man. As a number one option, where is he at right now in this current league? He's probably like the 15th through 20th, somewhere around there, as number one guy in the league right now. Dude averages like 24 points, take a whole bunch of threes, and he's kind of an average shooter at that. He's not ready. This is not gonna work because him as a number one option, not Fox as a number two. Fox has a potential to be a top 5, top 10, number two option in the NBA, bro. He's that
Mm-hmm.
good. He's a
Mm-hmm.
clutch player of the year
Yeah.
award winner. He averages 25 points, one of the fastest players in the league. Like, as a number two, it's not, bro. You can't name 10 number twos better than De'Aaron Fox. I don't give a damn. Now, everybody ain't gonna be a number one, but like you said, it's Wemby. Wemby ain't good enough to be a number one right now, bro. But they still should make the playoffs.
Yeah, they better make the playoffs.
They
And
better.
everybody's saying, oh, they can get through the play in or whatever. I would hope so. I would hope so.
Okay, let me look.
Um, but
This keep going. I'm gonna look
I
at
was
it.
gonna say now the trade itself, I do think they kind of fleeced a little bit. They didn't have to give up nobody. They didn't have to give up nobody. So in that regard, I think they kind of fleeced. And so you get De'Aaron Fox. You didn't have to give up any real major picks. Gave up the only major pick is the 2031 Timberwolves pick. So you're just betting that Anthony Edwards and them are going to have a falling out in a few years.
Yeah,
Oh well,
I,
okay.
I'll give you that. I'll
I
give
mean,
you that. But okay, where does Stephon Castle fit into this? Because I ain't gonna start, I wasn't the biggest fan of him. I'll talk shit about him too.
mm-hmm.
But over these last couple weeks, these last few games, well, you can say probably it's been a month. Stephen Castle been looking good, and he looks legit. They got him listed as like 6'5", 6'6". He looked like he really probably 6'7", bro. Because I saw him
Mm-hmm.
standing next to Jeremy Sohan, who's listed at 6'9". They damn near
Mm-hmm.
looking eye to eye, bro. Do you think this could potentially stunt Stephon Castle's growth, bringing in De'Aaron Fox?
If you're gonna say Stephon Castle being an on ball point guard, yes, he's not going to be a real on ball point guard anymore. He will be like almost like a bigger Jalen Suggs, in my opinion. Maybe not as much 3-point shooting, but just as far as being an athletic finisher, gritty defender, do it all kind of guy. I feel like that's kind of where he fits in next to Fox. He can take the ones on defense. Fox can go ahead and do his thing on offense, and then like I think that's where he fits in going forward. And then he can play make or whatever, facilitate a little bit in stretches. But I just think that's probably where he'll be stunted. he won't get to do as
Mhm.
much on ball as had Fox not came and he was a focal point guard. So in that aspect, that's where I kind of see it.
You just sold me. I like that. I like that a lot. And I don't think the jump shot is broken. I just don't think he done shot enough in his life. Because I don't watch him because when he was in high school, I watched him go head up against Isaiah Collier. It was like an
Mm-hmm.
ESPN high school game. And in high school, you the guy. You got to do everything. And Stephon Castle, he does everything. Well, he's capable of doing
Yeah.
everything. He can shoot. He just don't have to because in high school he's just running through everybody. And
Mm-hmm.
in UConn, he still was like athlete role player. He never had to be like, here's the ball, go work on your shot, get your shot, and consistent. Like it's not broken. He just ain't had to shoot a lot in his life. He was six,
Yeah.
7 point guard. Like he just get to the rim, dunking on people and all that. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't think his jump shot is broken. I don't think that's gonna be a problem over the long term. Him shooting. I done
Yeah.
seen him even this year take some shots and they look good. But I like the Jalen Suggs. I like that as a role for him. Devin Vassell, what's your five? What's the five now? Because they didn't have to give up nobody. What is the best current five for the San Antonio Spurs?
I mean, I like the five of Fox, Castle, Vassell, or Fox, Vassell, Castle, and like that little trio, Sohan and Wemby. I mean, where else would you? Zach Collins
I
isn't
don't
there.
I
I
don't
mean,
right now. I
Chris
don't like
Paul,
that Sohan in Castle can't shoot right now. I
true.
think it's Sohan good, bro. Are we sure he's good?
He's a different kind of player.
Because everybody say, "Oh, Sohan, he's they Dennis Rodman." That nigga don't rebound like that, bro. Like he's not that great of a defender like that. Like people just be, people just throw out stuff too much. Like
Uh-huh.
calling him Nate Dennis Rodman is crazy.
Yeah. People like him because he's different, but
Got
he
coached
still
bad.
has. I mean, he's not going to change your life.
Because my thing is going forward on a championship team, are these the pieces? If not, who is you replacing?
So that's
Because
the thing.
go
They
ahead.
gave themselves the flexibility to kind of see going forward,
Okay, okay.
and then evaluate that, and then be like, okay, we can make the moves based off of what we've got, the data we've gathered after this season or this playoff run, whatever. So
I like
that's what I
okay.
like about the move, that they didn't have to give up everybody. They could still evaluate their young guys, their pieces, and figure out these are my core. This is my core, and then the rest of y'all we gonna package up and get somebody else.
Okay. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Now this team is legit to where Palo team was, where you could say like an SGA team is, like the Donovan. Like now, hey, this team, I ain't gonna say Donovan. I don't know why I say Donovan. I ain't mean that.
Mhm.
But like the Palos,
Yeah.
babe, I'm just gonna say Palo. Your team is good enough to where y'all should make a run to the playoffs. So
Ooh, are you fit to be holding Wemby to a higher standard as far as winning now?
yes, I was just gonna get to that. You
Okay.
have to make the playoffs now. I damn near want you to be a 7th seed now. Because I was just gonna say, who are the teams in the West now? With the caliber player of Wemby and Fox. Because number one is OKC, two Memphis, Houston at 3, Denver at 4, Lakers at 5, Clippers at 6, Minnesota at 7, Sac at 8, Phoenix at 9, Golden State at 10. You should be in an ideal world better than Golden State, Phoenix, Sacramento, and you and Minnesota should be fighting for that 7th seed, bro. Right now, go get that because you 21 and 26 right now. Minnesota is 27 and 23. What's their schedule looking like? Because now, like I said, they got the Hawks coming up. Then you got the Hornets coming up. You got the Magic coming up. You got the
Yeah.
Wizards and Celtics. So by the 12th of this month, I'll be able to really tell you how I feel about the Spurs. I just Wemby, because my thing is we
Mhm.
gotta keep it above. People call it like I think Bill Simmons had him ranked as the 6th best player in the league. I think that's ridiculous because him as a number one option. Now it's unfair for him to be a number one option because we all kind of feel like he wasn't ready for that. But that's just
Mhm.
it just is what it is. As a number one option, this team not good enough. And for probably the next couple years, like you said, he's not gonna be ready. So De'Aaron Fox is going to be really the number one. So number one is Fox. Number two in Wemby is going to be Wemby offensively
Mm-hmm.
for the next couple years or so. So we're going to have to judge it like that. And that's how I'm going to judge it. I ain't going to be unfair and still judge Wemby as the number one option because you brought in Fox. But before Fox, he legit was supposed to be. He has to be the number one. He's better than everybody else offensively, even though he wasn't good enough. So
Mm-hmm.
right now, I'm looking at Fox as the number one. I'm looking at Wemby as the number two. But I'm still going to judge them according to that. So at least they're going to have to be fighting for that seventh seed because this team should, on paper, and with the guys you got, be competing for that seventh seed right there with Minnesota. That fair?
No, yeah, that's fair. I like that
Okay.
evaluation, and we'll see going into All-Star break.
Okay. These other two moves, So Zach Lavine is on Sacramento. I ain't gonna lie. Malik Monk was getting busy against Anthony Edwards now, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Zach Lavine. You got I think they got a pick. They got a few picks. They got a couple picks. So you brought in Zach Lavine. I think Zach Lavine is on par with De'Aaron Fox. Is that fair? As a talent.
Yeah, I guess so.
The only thing is this the contract and the health. But in terms of just when they both play, can we just say Zach Lavine is just as good as De'Aaron Fox?
They give you about the same production.
You think De'Aaron Fox is better?
Do I think De'Aaron Fox is better? Probably, but maybe I'm skewed by, like you said, health and age and contract. So I'm not going to try to judge that, and I'm going to say they're about the same player.
De'Aaron Fox ain't never did nothing more than what Lavine did. They both first round exits. That's the guy. I'm just saying. But I think when you brought it, I just like it. You brought in a real asset, all-star level guy, Zach Lavine, and you got first round picks. Some people was criticizing the picks, whatever. You damn near still brought in a guy of level to the guy you left, and you got in other draft assets.
Yeah.
This is what I think, Chris. Follow me on this. Because I like Sabonis in the right situation. I don't like Sabonis, but I like him in the right situation. He kind of actually grown on me, bro. Bro, with the shooting, the rebounding, and just, bro, I just like the way he played, bro. I just like people that's gonna show him play. So I like Sabonis. You got to build around him the right way now. You got DeRozan, you got Lavine. I think you got picks, DeRozan and Lavine to play with. Now you got to kind of focus on building around Sabonis. I think they need a center they can play with him.
Yep.
And you just got to find probably like a wing or a guard. Like, what direction should Sacramento go in? Because I think now you got to kind of build around Sabonis. Get off DeRozan or Lavine or however you want to do that. I possibly get off DeRozan and probably some picks and try to bring in something. What was it?
I agree with you there. I'd get off DeRozan if I could. I like bringing in a big that can play next to Sabonis and also space the floor for him, and then getting another guard. Malik Monk's nice. He's good, and he's working on his playmaking game has definitely improved throughout. I still would want like a point guard or just another guard just to go there, and then just to give my backcourt some more firepower, and then continue there. And then you do need another big defensive wing, just because that's the kind of player they have. They weren't playing Keon Ellis for like half the season, and they're like, oh my gosh, he actually can defend and shoot threes and do all this good things for us. So you need more guys like that, and then that's how they can quickly retool. But if they don't hit right, they're gonna have to rebuild.
You like Zach Lavine for them? Like, would you want to keep going in
See, I'm not mad.
direction?
I'm mad that Zach Lavine went there. If I wanted to see Zach Lavine somewhere more exciting, but cool, he went there, and I think he'll be good there because I think, like you said, you were ahead of it. You said he's been shooting great. He's a great scorer for them, and you can't pass that up. So you pair him with the right kind of guys. He could be your scorer. You have Sabonis, who do all the things. Yeah. So you pair those two, you have those two great things going. If you get one more guy, you have DeRozan already, but you want another aspect of that. Like, if you continue adding pieces to these in the right way, and then you have guys who can defend, you actually do have a good team that if you just put it all together.
Because my thing is, even with Fox now, them niggas is still like a first round exit, and they could still be that. But you just still have a better team. I think this was damn near best case scenario because some people didn't like the Sacramento move, and I'm saying why not? Because it's like what more did you want? Because I don't think they should just blow it up. Because like I don't even think Sabonis is 30. Keegan Murray is a good piece. Zach
Mm-hmm.
Lavine is still a good piece, and they'll be where they would have been at with Fox still, and they got more assets now. And I
Yeah.
think because this the five, this is low key all right five. You got because Monk has kind of been playing the one basically. So you
Mm-hmm.
got Malik Monk, Zach Lavine, DeMar DeRozan gets to go back to the 3, Keegan Murray at the 4, Sabonis at the 5. That's a potent offense. But me personally, I'll get rid of DeRozan, possibly DeRozan, Keon Ellis, look to do some things, like get a bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because I don't the center thing. I'm with you, and we have talked about this for years. But who fits that damn bill? Like that's one of the hardest archetypes to find. Like
But
what
they,
kind of center? Huh? Go ahead.
I don't know if it was possible because they chose Devin Carter. If they would have got Khalil Ware, I think that would have been better for them.
Oh, who was the one saying Sacramento, Khalil Ware would be perfect? This is a bonus. I just wonder who said that.
You need to say it more and you need to put it out there more because they didn't hear you.
I don't even remember where I said that, but it's just like I so I would do it for free. I would just be like Sacramento, Khalil Ware would be perfect for y'all. Y'all can have it.
Yeah.
Like some stuff just seemed common sense to me, but why'd you have to bring it up? That would have been perfect.
Because I thought about it, I said that's what they need, right? That's what they need. And that's how they could really continue to, build in the right direction and get that piece. And they could have had it. They chose Devin Carter.
I'm mad, bro. I'm mad again. Cause you remember when I said that though?
Yeah.
I didn't forgot I said it.
Yeah.
Khalil Ware's cold, bro. I like Khalil Ware. I told people, it's crazy, but and that's the hardest archetype to find. That's why I would want to draft it. That's probably
Mm-hmm.
why that's why I didn't think Khalil Ware. I thought he dropped too low.
Yeah.
A big that can run the floor, protect the rim, and shoot threes. That's the hardest archetype to find. Especially if you got a power forward that can't do none of those things.
Yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't, but
yeah.
Yeah.
King gonna be mid regardless.
Yeah, unfortunately for them.
Bulls. Oh my god, one of the worst trades I've ever seen in my life. They traded Zach Lavine for nothing. They traded him for their pick back.
Dude, that was crazy. So they didn't get any additional picks. They just got their pick back. So they can control their future. Great. But be for real, man.
But they pick was I think top 14 protected.
Mm-hmm.
They would have been somewhere around anyway.
Yeah, like you were going to get it. So I don't know. I mean, they don't know what direction they're going. I think even the coach kind of said that. They don't know what the front office is necessarily doing or what direction the organization is trying to go. I like Modest. I really do.
I think
I'm just saying that's it. Yeah.
Damn, you don't like Giddy no more?
Giddy's cool. I'm saying these guys are cool, but they don't have no guy over there. They still have. I just think they need to just truly commit to rebuilding.
I think they gonna rebuild. They gonna be sucking with these guys. So it's like, because my thing is, you don't like with the Palos in Orlando situation. You don't have nothing going on until you have something going on. I think now that they finally committed to a situation like a rebuild, which is crazy because you could have been top 5 worst team in the league if you would have been done this, which is just stupid, especially for that package. That package should have been on the table. Well, De'Aaron Fox just asked out, but oh Lord. But my thing is, man, because you got Kobe White, you got Modest Buzelis, you got Io, you got Josh Giddey. They don't look like too much of nothing until you insert one of these guys coming out the draft. Let's say that you get AJ DeBansu because they're not getting Cooper Flag. I'm sorry. Yeah. But okay, let's say you get AJ DeBansu, who's gonna be the guy after Cooper Flag, or you get a Cameron Boozer, who's going to be in the draft class after the Cooper Flag draft.
Mm-hmm.
Now you bring in a Cameron Boozer or you bring in an AJ DeBouncer. Kobe White look a whole lot better now next to him. You
Yeah.
say Josh Giddey look a whole lot better next to them. So
Yeah.
I think they got pieces that will look good next to a guy that they bring in for the draft. But you have to be in the right position and you have to hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got some good pieces. I don't even hate Julian Phillips. Like they got some guys.
Yeah.
You
They
need
just
a
need
guy.
a. I feel like they need a. Yeah, they need a guy, and they need to capitalize on what they can get from Vucevic too. They need to get rid of him. Um, they
Did
may
you
get
hear
rid of
they can't even
Lonzo.
get a first round pick? You
Yeah,
heard they
they
can't
might.
even get a first round pick for Vucevic. Lord, Chicago's out of there.
They wait. One, they waited too long. When he was doing all them 20 and 10s and looking real good in the
Yeah,
beginning of the season. Hey, y'all see this? Y'all
Phillips.
see? Y'all better get him now.
That's how I feel about Jalen Green. But keep going, my bad.
Yeah, that's how, and that's how it is. So, and then I think they're debating whether or not they're gonna keep Lonzo and re-sign him or let him go for a couple seconds or even buy him out or something. Like, I don't think they're necessarily interested in buying him out. I think they want to either keep him or just get rid of him for a couple of picks. But I feel like they just need to pick a direction and pick what they want to do, how they want to get some assets. And I think their biggest trade asset is Zach Lavine. The fact that you only brought it back your pick is kind of embarrassing.
That's disgusting. But I think they picked the direction. But I don't think it's gonna be for this draft because they done kind of got it out of the Cooper Flag, the Dylan Harper,
Mm-hmm.
and the Ace Bailey sweepstakes. But I think they can make a play on AJ DeBouncer, who you can argue is a better prospect than Cooper Flag. Um, Cameron Boozer, in my opinion, say bro, I think Cameron Boozer is the most underrated NBA prospect we've ever seen. I think he's Kevin Love, like with Paolo's athleticism. But I mean, we gonna see. So I think this is a 26 play draft wise and not a 25 play.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but just like I think the Magic set the precedent. You just bring in guys that can play or can potentially fill a role, and whether you bring in the star first or the role players first, you can do it as long as you do it right.
Yeah.
So I think they got a good core of role players because Ayo was a good role player. Like Kobe White could be a good role player in terms of like I could be the second or third option on a competent team.
Mm.
Modest Bazelis, we don't know what he is. He's like he can be something.
Yeah.
So, it's gonna look bad until it don't. So I think it just the trade, what they got in it's just disgusting.
Yeah.
That's no Bulls talk. What else been going on in the league, man?
Man. That going back to Nico a little bit, but that trade where he traded my boy Grimes, he traded my boy Grimes to the Sixers. They playing the Sixers. And Joel Embiid is back. I know you happy about that. Triple double in his first game back, 29 points.
I can't watch Mavericks games. Now I'm glad I can't. Because because you used to could watch the local games like 3 days later, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Or now you can't even do that. And they try to it's like some channel. It's like a local channel, like channel 28 or some shit like
29.
that.
Yeah,
29.
29.
What is that? Like that's not gonna be because I got like Spectrum 29 is not. I'm not gonna. Hey, I need that 29. I never
Yeah.
even thought about that. So that's one
Yeah.
of the local channels that I don't have. So that's crazy. And they put some of them occasionally on channel 8. But long story short, I ain't get to see the game, bro.
Yeah. Guys. I gotta see it. Got that little channel. And it's whatever, man.
Channel 29 is crazy, Chris.
Yeah. I watched it. I be watching the side because I ain't still over the Luka trade, but I seen Joel Embiid going off. So
And of course, he would come back against the Mavericks who ain't got
yeah,
no damn body. He's a
he said, "Oh,
buster.
Anthony Davis not playing."
He's such a buster to me, bro.
Mm.
And he's gonna be. I don't know.
He's still a great talent. I need you to recognize that he's still a great talent, but
I forgot this your boy. He sucks.
I can't necessarily defend him as I once was able to.
He's a top 50 talent of all time, and he's one of the worst. Made it out second round.
Oh,
Disgusting.
I did want to ask you or touch on the Warriors are kind of desperate, and they're trying to get somebody for Steph Curry. I'll throw you a couple names out there. Do you think this matters? Do you think this helps, or what do you think they should do?
Okay, I'm gonna let you get to that, but before you do, I'm gonna let you know where I stand right now. Steph Curry ain't good enough as number one either. Yes, he needs a number two, but he really need a number one. Dude's averaging 22 points. He looked disgusting against the Magic yesterday. If it went for Andrew Wiggins, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
You don't think that's because of the guys around him?
So I've seen a lot of things in NBA basketball. I've seen people score a whole bunch because their teammates ass. I hardly ever see people score less.
Where
Scoring
they
less because your teammate sucks is crazy.
do you see
As
the
an
way they
all-time
focus,
player,
do you see the way they focus on Curry? Do you see the way they guard Curry? They got everybody looking at this dude. They got two dudes face guarding him. They got everybody chasing. Like,
you know what? You know what Kobe did when that happened? He dropped 36 a game. Like, come on, man. I don't want to hear it. He had Sasha Vujacic, Jordan Farmar, DJ Binga, and all them dudes, and he was dropping 36 a game. You don't think they was focusing on Kobe with the limited space and Stop it. I don't want to hear that shit. Dude just ain't getting buckets, bro. And just the thing though, you can't criticize Curry because he done won one by himself. He done won. He just done. He got championships. But we gotta keep it a buck, bro. He's not a number one option no more, based on what's been going on this year. 22 points as a number one guy will never work in the NBA. I don't care what damn era.
he's an
And
all-star.
I don't care who he got next to him. 22 points per game. If that's your leading scorer, y'all ain't getting nowhere. And if he gets a second option, that guy, a second option is scoring less than number one option, right? So that guy gonna be getting 21 or less.
Maybe. I mean, it just depends. I mean, your second option. What I
Oh,
guess.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you had a good point. I just wanted. So you think, like, what are they apparently were trying to look into Jimmy Butler. It looks like he just doesn't want to go there.
Jimmy Butler fucking sucks now. I compare him for everything he is and what he wants and how he's acting. I don't know if you heard Kendrick Perkins, but he said, man, there's two people that are worth the headache that he's causing. It's LeBron and Curry. He ain't those guys. Like, he's not a needle mover, and I agree. Jimmy Butler ain't no needle mover, man. Jimmy Butler is like, if I have everything already in place. So he don't help the Warriors, man. Next person, please.
Brandon Ingram.
He got beef with Kerr, and Brandon Ingram seemed like he getting his feelings. So I don't know how committed he will be to the Warriors. I don't like that either.
Dang. Okay. You think they could like a Zion or any of that matters or helps or
If you could steal Zion for Golden State, I would love that for the Golden State. Just simply because it's a better, well-rounded organization. And then you probably have to give up like Kaminga and Draymond for him. He plays that position anyway. So I like it. I like it. But me personally, I think they should have did whatever. Bro, Zach Lavine went for crumbs. Y'all can bring Zach Lavine.
yeah. What about getting back Durant?
Am I supposed to? Are these supposed to be like championship moves? Like, is it?
Well, I
That's
don't
what
know.
it is.
What even direction do you think they should be? Do you think there is a move that can get
They
them?
they scary. They didn't pick a direction. They were too scared to pick a direction, and they lost out. Like you didn't bring in Levine. You didn't bring in like I. They didn't pick a direction. They didn't bring in Laurie Marketing. They wanted to play the middle, and this is what happened when you play the middle. You're the 14th seed in the fucking West or the 13th seed, wherever they at.
Yeah. Okay.
There's nothing they can do. It's over.
All right. Well, that was just that was the last thing I have. I was just wanting to see your point, your thoughts on
The
Warrior
Warriors
situation.
are done. buckets right now, and
Yeah,
people act like that's a crime to say. Like you can't say nothing about these popular guys. Curry shouldn't be no all-star starter. Curry ain't had a better season than Norman fucking Powell.
that's crazy.
Curry just not as good as he was. It's okay, he's getting older,
I
but
think
we
he's still
gotta.
good. I just think it's just not his best
He's
season.
not as good. With what you've seen of Curry this year, do you think he could be the best player on the championship team this year?
This
We
year, no.
we kind of we kind of commit that KD and LeBron can't be that right now either. So why are we asking that of Curry?
Yeah,
Now, if the question was, can we bring in somebody better than Curry, where Curry can play the two, which I feel like could suit him well now, that's a different conversation. But they're too scared to do something like that because they're just too scared to do stuff like that. Like, I think if they really want to compete for a championship with Curry, you have to bring in somebody better than Curry, and people are
yeah,
scared to say that. You if you bring in anybody that's not better than Curry right now, you're not winning the championship. As simple as that.
yeah. I guess I can't argue with that. So
Yeah, I think. What else has been happening? Nick so front runnery. Like Jalen Brunson is bro. That dude's elite though. Jalen Brunson is
yeah,
elite. Jalen Brunson is elite. We finna
yeah.
start having to have some conversations. If Jalen, what it, what should the like? I don't know. I think we've talked about it. But what are the expectations for the Knicks? Is it Eastern Conference Finals of us for them?
Definitely. I'm not entirely sure they're locked in to do that.
But it should be Eastern Conference Finals of us, though, right?
Yeah,
On paper, where do you rank them? Two in the East.
I guess 3.
Who's
I
one and
still
two?
think I still
Boston and
think
Cleveland.
yeah, they'll still think Cleveland and then potentially Milwaukee. So
Milwaukee been kind of ugly this last. Milwaukee been kind of going out sad. I
I think
think
if they get everything right, if they
they I,
get
they
everything right,
missing Bobby Portis. They missing Bobby Portis. Like he's been out for a few games, and it's like say they want them teams, bro. Once that 15 points and them 8 rebounds gone, that is hard to supplement. I do think Chris Middleton has looked better. Like Chris Middleton looked pretty all right against the Grizzlies, but I don't know. You think Jaren Jackson getting talked about enough? Jaren Jackson.
no, I've been. That's why I had him as a lock for All Star.
Yeah, we did have him as a lot, but it's like they don't talk about him. Like Memphis is number 2 in the West, and Jaren Jackson is easily the second best player. I'm just saying. I mean, the first best player. He's been their best player this year.
Yeah,
Jaren Jackson has been better than Ja.
yeah, for sure. I said he's their most important player for sure.
Oh my God, Houston lost to Brooklyn again. So Houston lost 4 in a row. I guess D'Lo hit a game winner. Mm, I guess before we get out of here,
Hmm.
uh, just anything else? Because I was just trying to hit anything else. Clippers, damn, Lakers beat the hell out the Clippers like that. And see, LeBron got an energy kid. He going off. So I got Luka in a couple days. I'm finna.
Yeah,
I think Kawhi so past it. Mm,
yeah.
cool. They ain't going out Kawhi. But yeah, ain't nothing else to talk about. We can wrap it. I was trying to get to an hour 30, but we covered a lot.
No, yeah, we covered a good amount. So I like what we talked about today for sure.
Let me
We
before we get
probably
off.
get there anyway. So
So, is there any good games tomorrow? I guess yeah, we go. Spurs and Hawks. That's a game to watch
just
on
because
Wednesday.
debut, yeah.
Magic and Kings should be a good game to watch on Wednesday too. Thursday, we got Mavericks Celtics on Thursday
AD
on
potentially,
TNT.
yeah, couldn't make his debut.
Magic Nuggets on Thursday. Friday. Oh, Friday sucks. Next Friday sucks. Friday sucks. I don't know. Oh, did you see the they picked teams? Chris Mullins, Mitch Richmond,
Yeah,
and Tim
I
Hardaway. They
didn't.
picked
I
teams.
have to look at it again, but
Let me find it.
yeah.
And then we can get off here. I was just trying to feel some time. Okay. NBA Rising Stars team. Because I'm trying to see who picked. Is it on the NBA? Y'all watch me as I search for it. Why? Like I can't. Like go to Google, man. Okay, NBA. They should have it. If they don't, I ain't I'll spit all these shit.
Man, if not, I'll find it and we can react to it in a bit.
Power rankings. But I did see the celebrity game. The only people I knew was Terrell Owens, Drewski, and Kostanet. Celebrity game falling off, bro. That used to be one of my favorite events. I used to think that's underrated because all these people running around being famous. Can you hoop?
Yeah.
Man, I can't find that shit, bro. Let me see. Try one more though, because I like it's like I ain't gonna say I like the teams because a couple of them dudes' teams was ass. I think Mitch Richmond team was ass. If I can remember.
Yeah.
Whatever. Can't find it. We can wrap it up.
Well, yeah, we'll film a second or look at it another time, maybe, or you can whatever.
We might not. It ain't that crucial. Most of these rookies and sophomores are garbage anyway. But this been another NBA segment. I'm Dean Ball. That's Chris. We are gone.
Sir.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.